Yeah, congratulations on a very impressive victory. Dominant until the very end, but overall, just give us your thoughts on your performance this evening.
It was a decent performance, I thought I could have let my hand go a little bit more. The last round was I got complacent, and it paid the price. So no matter what, though, I was not going down. No matter what, I had the will to win, and I wasn't going to let Nate take that away from me,
Yeah, I guess you should always expect antics when he's in there, but I mean they were on a different level tonight. Were you expecting him to fight the way he did, or did that throw you off a little bit?
No, I think Nate's Nate. That's what I like about him. He is who he is. He won't change for nobody, and especially like talking shit and like even though I was hitting him, I was like getting some good shots, and I was like, "What you doing? You ain't doing nothing." I was like, "Bro, I'm like beating you up here," But it is what it is. A good fight. I enjoyed it. It's been a long 2 years, and I was happy to come back and compete against a guy like Nate.
Yeah, he's made a career of being durable, like you said. But I mean, when you're actually in there hitting him with your best shots, and he's not going away. Is that a little bit unnerving?
Not unnerving, but it's like when somebody hitting someone hard, and he's like, "Come on, man, what you doing?" I was like, "Bro, I'm like smoking your hair. You need to do something, But like I said, I respect him, especially after that fight, knowing how much he can take and keep going forward and keep talking shit, So. I
gotta ask you, the foot sweeps where you swept him down twice. I mean, was that like sending a message there? Or what was that about?
It's a technique I was working with my Thai coach Henry. We were working holding camp. I was landing in sparring every time. So I thought I'll go for it again and landed it twice. So it's a beautiful technique that I'll keep using.
Nice. And like I said, pretty dominant except for that final minute. Can you walk us through the final minute though? I mean, just how rocked were you? And were you just thinking, let me hang on because I know I'm up 4 rounds?
I was rocked, I went right to go down to go to my knees and get ground and pounded out. But I felt that I didn't know what he hit me with until after the fight, But it was a clean shot. Like I said, I got complacent. I thought it's only like a minute and a half left. Let's just go with the flow of the fight, and I paid the price. And that is a lesson, Like I said, I'm still learning. I'm 29 years old, and I'm still growing.
And last thing for me, you said to Joe Rogan, hey, I'm looking forward to my title shot. You said it a couple times to him. I mean, do you feel like that was enough that you should be next, or do you feel like, you'll sit back and wait if there happens to be another title fight in front of you? I mean, what do you think?
What do you think? I feel I should be next to the title shot. That's nine in a row, 10 in a row. There's no one else that's doing what I'm doing, I've offered to fight everybody, Hamzat, Diaz, Bilal, these guys never were in the top 10, and I'm one that's saying yes. Everyone else is bitching and sitting out and complaining. I'm one that's showing up, fighting and fighting these tough guys, So I feel I deserve the next shot for sure.
Hang on right here. When you saw that cut over Nate's eyebrow again, did any part of you think the doctor might stop this again between rounds?
Nah. I said it going into the fight, and I don't want a doctor to step in and be like, the fight's over, because that's not really a good win for me. That's probably the better win than what I did than having the doctor come in and stop it and step in. I don't think that would have been satisfying.
And what did you two say to each other after the fight inside the octagon?
I think I said to him, you're a fucking soldier, you're a soldier, He's like, oh, come to my after party. I was like, bro, I'm not going to the after party. But
he's having a BYOB for anyone who wants to go.
Yeah, he said I ain't going though, but I said, you're a soldier, man, and that's what I respect him. I said it leading up to the fight, I respect him because you don't change who he is, He is who he is, no matter what the media say about him, no matter what fans say about him, and you have to respect that in a man, and fair play to him.
Leon, were you surprised at the lack of output he had? There's a lot of times he was standing there, he was taunting, but he wasn't really throwing many strikes towards you for the first 3 rounds.
I think it was my distance, He killed his output. If I control the distance, I'll control what lands and what don't land, So I think that's all it was. He just couldn't find me with his range, and I think that's what he started getting frustrated and started talking shit to me in there, to try to get me into a firefight with him. But like I said, I've been off for a long time, and I've learned my discipline. I've grown as a martial artist and physically and mentally, and I got a great team behind me, and they give me the right advice,
Is there any point in the fight when he's doing that sort of stuff, throwing his arms in the air, talking, and then you're just like, oh, this is the Nate Diaz experience I was expecting?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Because I remember watching him as a kid, when I made my pro debut, he was already headlining cards in the UFC, So I know exactly what he does. Like I said, everyone's got a pattern, and it was a weird thing to see. He was talking shit to me. What you doing? I was like, bro, what the hell? But it was a good fight. I enjoyed it, you know.
Does that maybe make it easier to take, knowing that you're ahead and he's still talking? You're like, oh, okay, this isn't.
Yeah, it was just like I said, I got a great team, and they kept me composed. You know, even when I went to touch gloves with him, he's like, I was like, fuck you too, then. Trying to touch gloves, you know. But yeah, like I said, I got a great team behind me. They give me the right advice that I need to keep me calm in the fight and just do my thing. Done.
Leon, I don't know if you've seen Brett Okamoto just put a tweet out actually about Kamaru's reaction to your fight. He said that don't help you. I guess no one deserves it. Your reaction to that thought by Usman.
He said what?
He said that don't help you. No one deserves it. Your reaction to that response by Kamaru.
I think all these guys making excuses. You know, they know I'm the real deal. They know I'm the man for the title shot. You know, they're all bitching and making excuses and say, he doesn't deserve it. Then who fucking does? Kobe don't deserve it. He fucking Woodley got injured, and then now he's deserving a title shot. I'm one that I didn't bitch, I didn't moan. I took my loss on the chin. I worked my way back up to a 9-fight win streak. Who else fucking deserves it? You know.
Thank you.
Leon, to your left. I just want to know, like, do you feel relieved that you finally fought? You fought, you know.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Nah, I feel like I said, it's been a long year and a half, 2 years, a lot of ups and downs, and I've been in camp since last March. You know, when I was meant to fight Woodley. I've been in like back-to-back training camps and a lot of ups and downs, lost friends, lost people, and it's been a stressful road, you know. So I'm happy now to have come back. Even the last minute I got rocked for, fuck, you know, like, how bad is my luck? I was like, Jesus. how bad is my luck? But like I said, I always believe in God's plan and just keep doing my thing, you know.
That might have made you the unluckiest fighter, but it didn't happen. So
now, like I said, my will to win is strong. You know, I know what I've come from, I know what I've been through, and I was not going out because of a shot. You know, it's just, is what it is. It caught me a nice shot. I got lazy, paid the price, and that's it.
congrats.
Leon, over here. You know, you kind of turned into the bad guy a little bit, sort of with the Masvidal situation. Here, that was amplified a whole lot just because of Nate Diaz being Nate Diaz. You kind of like that role, though.
Yeah, for sure. I embrace it. You know, it doesn't bother me. I grew up around hostility. I grew up around bad environments. You know, so if I have a crowd boo me, when I'm going out there to get paid fucking money, it's like, is what it is. I go out there, I do my job. It doesn't affect me. I've been booed in the UK. When I fought Till, I was like, what the fuck? So it is what it is, you know. I embrace it. But like I said, I'm on my journey, and I'll keep doing my thing, you know.
And ideally, how quickly do you think you want to get back in there?
So again?
Ideally, how quickly do you think you want to fight?
Later this year, probably. I'll probably have a summer off, take my son away. Like I said, I've been in camp now for almost 2 years, you know. Back-to-back camps, a lot of disappointments, a lot of pullouts, a lot of ups and downs. So I'll have the summer off, chill with my family, then later on this year, you know.
All right, thanks, Leon. Congrats.
The Euros have started. Back here to your left. The Euros started. How do you think you'll fare in the Euros?
I ain't got a clue about football. I don't watch football.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Sorry, I don't watch football. All my friends watch it. I'm not really a football kind of guy.
One quick. You and Jimmy Mano are working towards speaking out against knife violence in England, right?
And Darren Till.
Yeah, how's that been going?
And Darren Till. It's a great project that's close to all of our hearts. You know, knife crime is a big thing in the UK, and like I said, I've lost friends to knife violence from doing the act and from being stabbed. You know, so it's a charity that we've put together with the UFC, partnering up with the UFC, and it's going to save many kids' life. You know, to be able to do that. So it's like I said, it's close to my heart. I can't wait for it to kick off. It kicks off in a few weeks once the UK is back open. I think they're saying June the 21st, 26th. So once I'm back home and be able to get stuck into it and start saving these kids and helping these kids, I can't wait, you know. Thank you.